Hello, this is Pastor Melissa, and thank you so much for being with me for another daily devotion. I feel like today's topic needs a little disclaimer, a warning, not unlike the Surgeon General's warning on cigarette packaging. If you choose to live a certain way, then you're going to reap the consequences of those choices. So here's my warning to you today. If you choose to put your love of God first in your life, as is the third habit of highly effective disciples, our theme this week, you will find love for all of God's creatures. Let's look at today's scripture. Matthew 22, verses 37 to 38. Jesus said to him, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the greatest and first commandment." Okay then. That sounds like something I can do, right? Love God. I mean, God isn't hard to love if you worship a loving God. If you worship a God who is generous and faithful, slow to anger, abounding in steadfast love, gosh, yes. It seems that love would be a natural response. Step 1, love the Lord your God. But my friends, here's the warning. There will be consequences for making that choice. Here is the picture of one possible consequence. This is Jeff and Lily. Let me tell you their story. Jeff is the husband of Chris, who is a key volunteer in our shower ministry. One day, a shower guest came in with 6 or more of these puppies. Chris is an experienced pet foster mother and realized that these pups were very young. And she contacted Jeff and she said, "I'm bringing home a puppy." And she said, "I can't save them all, but I can save this one." Jeff was in full support of the adoption. So Jeff and Chris immediately vetted Lily, and it was confirmed that she was only 3 weeks old. They began feeding her formula every 3 hours and built an addition on their dog run just for her. I'm telling you, this is what happens. When you love God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, you will fall in love with all of God's creatures, 2- and 4-legged ones. When you are loving God, you are sensitized to the abundance of love God has for all of creation. You will see God's loving handiwork everywhere you go. You will begin to care about it with the same passion and devotion that God has for all of God's children. Are you ready to step into that love and feel it channeled through you? Are you ready for your biases to be exposed? For your prejudices and your blind spots? Are you ready to really love yourself? Because you are one of those most beloved creatures of God too. If you want to love God, then be prepared for God to rock your world. You will be made new in the abundance of that love.